Anna Firth said she was delighted to welcome Prime Minister Rishi Sunak to her Essex constituency this week. Britain's liberation from the European Union's complex web of rules and regulations has left the nation well placed to take advantage of massive beds of valuable clams discovered in the Thames estuary, a Tory MP has said. Anna Firth was speaking days after Prime Minister Rishi Sunak visited Leigh-on-Sea, in her Southend West constituency, to meet fishermen including Paul Gilson, president of the National Federation of Fishermen's Organisations, NFFO, who believes the treasure trove of shellfish could be worth up to £60 million to the British. The large beds of Manila and razor clams are certain to be prized around the world, once they can be harvested. Ms. Firth, who had invited Mr. Sunak to visit days earlier during Prime Minister's question time, told Express. This discovery, which could lead to new fisheries that can be developed and managed by English fishermen, is hugely exciting for Southend. In time, the beds could become the long-term saviour of Leigh's maritime industry and preserve its heritage, Ms. Firth predicted. She continued, I was absolutely delighted to welcome the PM to Southend to see this discovery for himself, and to try the seafood for which we're known. Mr. Firth continued, as we have both native and non-native clams growing in the Thames estuary, we need to explore ways in which both can be harvested sustainably. Being outside the EU allows us to manage our shell fisheries more appropriately, enabling us to consider local conditions as well as the evidence in front of. There were still issues which needed to be resolved, Ms. Firth emphasized. Retained EU law containing minimum landing sizes, MLS, designed to protect the native clam species which reach maturity at larger sizes, means that an opportunity to take advantage of the large numbers of shellfish in the estuary is currently being uncapitalized, she explained. However, being outside the bloc, Britain had scope to amend the rules, she pointed out, in line with Mr. Gilson's suggestion, also in conversation with express.co.uk, that the UK needs to adjust the rules to fit the. Ms. Firth added, Paul Gilson has done incredible work in this area and is a stalwart of the fishing industry, and so I look forward to working closely with him, as well as with the government, regulators and scientists to consider the issues which need to be resolved before fisheries can be established. To receive the Prime Minister's support has been wonderful. Speaking earlier this week, Mr. Gilson, who put the value of the clam beds at between £30 million and £60 million, and possibly even more, added, these kinds of clams are prized around the world. I've been quoted prices from £6 to £16 per kilo, so we are talking a very, very serious amount of money. I cannot emphasize how exciting this is, it's really positive. What I'm trying to do is get a proper survey started on both types of clam. We know that one clam bed is approximately 4 miles long and half a mile wide.